I hope it doesn't rain on us.
Yes, infected rain brings the rain to the
Sometimes
city.
we do.
Hi guys, today I'm here with Lena Scissorhands, the vocalist of Infected Rain, which is my favorite band for life, so I'm very excited to be here. And hi Lena, welcome
Hello.
to Brazil.
Thank you so much for being a fan.
It's your first time here in our country, and it's your second day of show.
Yes.
So I want to know what you're thinking. What was your first impression, and what did you know about Brazil before coming here?
I knew Sepultura.
Yes, Sepultura.
Brazilian nuts. I love them very much. What else? No, seriously. Telenovelas, everything. I mean, we grew up having them on our TV channels. I can say that I am friends with Derek Green from Sepultura. He's super, super kind and super nice. Yeah, I knew about the nature, but I didn't know much about the people.
The people.
Yeah, and of course I also know your big pride, Cripta and Nervosa, the two female, I would say components band. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about Brazil.
Yeah. What about the show yesterday?
It was great. We didn't know what to expect, to be honest. We are here for the first time. We did feel the big need and the big, reaction that people had when we, throughout our career, when we were releasing something, when we were announcing certain tours, how many people actually really were asking us to come to Brazil. But we didn't know really how it is going to be, what to expect. And it was a very pleasant surprise. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to hear people sing out loud, older songs, newer songs, to be so active. And I know today is a big holiday, and we don't know what to expect, to be honest, when it comes to like how many people are going to be here. But I know it's a big holiday, and people do wait for these holidays to do something with family or get out of the city or something like that, so we don't know what to expect from today, but yesterday was really good.
Right. So let's talk about your art. Lena, I admire your sincerity in your lyrics, because you share your thoughts without fear of showing your vulnerability. Since Asylum, your first album, and now in Time, your last album, the message is still very real and raw and emotional. So, how does it feel to open up yourself to the world like that?
Thank you for this question. It's quite challenging. Of course, with time, I learned how to be comfortable with it, be comfortable with myself, be comfortable with my sensations, and be comfortable being so vulnerable and so open. I always loved music, and listening to a lot of music, listening to alternative music specifically, taught me to be real and to embrace who I am. And I wanted to continue this tradition, especially in alternative scene and with metal music, where you feel safe even when you are ugly. And often our emotions, so-called, can make us feel ugly, can make us feel vulnerable, can make us feel down, can make us feel like we don't even want to exist, right? But also opening up about this emotions and being yourself and talking about your problems and talking about your what you're going through helps you move on. So I want to invite every listener to do the same, and I want to show that we are human beings, and it doesn't matter that I'm on stage and the fans are facing the stage. Like, it doesn't matter. We are the same. We are human beings, and it doesn't matter where we come from. It doesn't matter what our upbringing was or our cultural beliefs. What matters is emotions are the same for everybody. We are made from, blood, muscles, skin, bones. We if you look at that inside, we are absolutely the same. You know, the outside diversity that we have because we were born in different countries or we were born in different cultures, they are only outside. And really, the emotions are the same for everybody. It doesn't even matter how old you are. You can be frustrated and cry when you're a little child, and you can be frustrated and cry when you are an adult, and even when you are an older person. And it's okay.
It's okay.
It should be okay. I want it to be okay because unfortunately with this era of technology and perfection that the TV screens and the internet brings to the world nowadays, I feel like people forgot a little bit about the fact that we are human beings. We are. And sometimes we are ugly. We are, me included. And sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes someone else made a mistake with us and hurt us. We have to learn to be real about it, to be open about it, and not to just pretend all the time.
Yeah.
This pretending is what makes us tired. This pretending is what makes us so broken, because we forget who we are in the end of the day. We have to pretend to be a certain type of people at work. We have to pretend to be a certain type of people in the family. We have to pretend to be certain people in society. And I chose to be myself no matter what with Infected Rain. So this is like my therapy for me. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's why I love Infected Rain. We
Thank
needed it. The world needed it.
Thank you.
So, your voice is also something very unique.
Thank you.
I say this as someone who admires your art, but also as someone who studied about vocal techniques and use your fry screen and as an example to learn fry screen. So, can you tell us about your voice? How do you put so much identity in it?
So, first of all, thank you so much for looking up to me as an artist. It's very flattering. It really is. I can't believe that a lot of younger musicians, and I don't mean by age, I mean beginner musicians or even bands that already exist, they try to learn certain things from my techniques, which I wouldn't call them my techniques. I learned from, other teachers and other bands and other, listening to other music and just getting inspired constantly and trying to perfect my own voice. Now, what I think it is important and what I think I am going for all the time, what makes my voice sound the way it sounds, is again trying to accept who I am and my own sound. And I'm very grateful for my vocal teacher Melissa Cross that she put years into teaching me to love my own voice. And it is not that easy because I don't have a very high self-esteem, and especially because I never had a musical upbringing or musical family or musical like degree. So I learned everything. I still learn. I'm still learning. I think there's no end to this. You can learn every day. I think what helped the most is the work she put into not only the vocal exercises that she taught me and the techniques that she taught me, but the moral and mental awareness that she brought to me, inviting me to accept who I am, to accept how I sound. And that is very important. And other, other vocalists that want to learn from me and reach out to me for some vocal lessons, this is the first thing I tell them. Lesson number 1, this is your voice. Don't try to be anybody else. Be you. Because we have already voices out there that sound the way they sound. Why would you want to sound like them?
Yeah.
They are great in the way they sound, and you can be great sounding like you because they sound like them. Mm-hmm. They don't sound like someone else. And this is something that not many vocal teachers try to teach you. And believe it or not, it made a big difference for me, because I always thought that I'm not capable of anything. But in the end of the day, if you work hard, anyone is capable of something. In your own little world, you can achieve the best that you can be. Not the best that someone else can be, and not the sound that someone else can have, but the best that you can be. We are all different when it comes to that. So let's stay unique and true to that. So I would say that that's what makes me sound the way I sound. I make sure 100% to accept whatever sound comes out of my mouth, no matter how funny it is sometimes, or scary or whatever, you know.
And you sound beautiful.
Thank you.
So, I saw that you like to read.
Yes.
There's any book that changed your life that you think that everyone should read?
Oh, there are many. There are many books that are life-changing. Now, I have trouble remembering names, so I will tell you certain titles of books, and you will have to look up the writers.
Okay.
For example, a book that I'm reading right now, and there's a second book that I will follow with. It's a non-fiction book, so like more something to learn. It's called The Courage to Be Disliked, and the next book is called The Courage to Be Happy, by the same author. It is, I believe, a Japanese author, and he is absolutely amazing. He is a philosopher that learned from other philosophers and other psychiatrists even, and it's written in such a easy way to explain such a difficult world of psychiatry, you know. So I invite everybody to try it, because in a way you will find yourself there, because in a way we always felt the fear of being disliked, or vice versa, or we felt disliked often and we couldn't deal with that, or vice versa. We know what we want to be happy, we know what makes us happy, but we are afraid to go for it because we are afraid to hurt someone else. You know, and we miss out in life often because of that. So I totally recommend look up the author. I wouldn't remember his name.
Okay,
it's a
I'm
more
gonna search it.
Yes, please. But there are more books like that. Just DM me and I'll give you more books.
Okay, thank you. So can we talk about hair now?
Sure.
Because that's the way that I met you.
Okay.
I was on Pinterest,
Okay.
seeing references of dreadlocks,
Okay.
and I saw a picture of you.
I'm on Pinterest.
Yeah, because of hair.
Yeah.
So I immediately just, oh my god, that girl is so beautiful. So
Thank you.
I went to follow you, and I discovered that you're in a metal band, Infected Ring, and immediately I fall in love. At the time was Orphan Soul.
Okay.
So you have it for so long.
Yes, 17 years.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So what's your relation with this kind of hair?
Well, I always admired alternative looks with hair, and growing up I was always passionate about hair. In fact, my very first serious job, which lasted for many years, was to be a hair and makeup artist. I first became a hairdresser, and after some years of learning and digging into the so-called fashion aspect of it, I discovered that I'm actually very attracted to makeup as well, and I would like to know how to create looks in general, right? So hair, it was just always something I loved. I had younger sisters and friends that I experimented on all the time. Now, when it comes to dreadlocks, of course, seeing dreadlocks on a TV, because in Moldova no one had dreadlocks where I was born at the time.
In Vidic.
No one had it at the time when I grew up. Yes, no one had it, and so I only could see it on the TV, and I knew it's more of a hairstyle that kind of you could see either tribe people have it or black people have it. So I was always interested and curious how to do it. Now, Vidic has dreadlocks for way longer than me, and I had my first try that failed as well many years ago. When I say it failed, the only thing that failed was I didn't know how to take care of them. I didn't really know what to do after I made them. Like, I went to a person that made them. I didn't know how to do them back in the day. So we are getting rained on, just in case you don't realize.
It's raining.
But yeah, so that person, you know, this guy, he did my dreads, and I just didn't know how to take care of them. So I slowly took them off. I didn't cut them. I just slowly in months. My sisters, they helped me, and friends. So then I did another attempt in 2007, and that's since then. I have my dreads since 2007, and I have, of course, cut them a lot since then because they would be much longer. It's becoming really difficult to sleep with them. It's becoming really difficult to put them up. My head starts hurting because I have so much hair. But I start learning how to manage them, you know. And yeah, I was always curious, and then I wanted to learn more. I did some lessons, and yeah, I just love them, and they fit so well with the alternative scene, with the metal scene. We have bands from, you know, new metal bands from the early 2000s that had dreads already, and I thought it looks fucking fantastic, you know. I believe the first band that I've noticed had dreads was Korn, and then Sepultura, Max Cavalera, and if I pronounce that correctly.
Max Cavalera.
Cavalera, yes. Yeah, I thought they looked great on them, you know, and from in the metal scene.
Yeah.
When I did my dreads, I wasn't a musician yet. So I did it 1 year before we created Infected Rain. Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. There's any words that you want to learn in Portuguese? Because I can teach you something.
Yes, I would like to learn how to say sit down.
Sit down. Abaixem.
Abaixo.
Abaixem. I have to write it down because I wanna say that from the stage.
Yes.
Abaixem. Okay, and what about jump?
Jump. Pular. Pulling.
Oh, pular.
Pulling.
Pular?
Pular.
Pular. Okay, like pulling. Okay.
Pulling, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will write it down.
Like let's pular.
Yeah, okay. Pular. Okay, how about everybody? Todo el mundo?
Todo mundo.
Todo mundo. Yeah, todo mundo. Yeah.
Todo mundo.
Okay. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Yes.
I like to give you some peanut candy.
Okay.
That is a traditional candy of
Okay.
Brazil.
Okay.
It's called
you.
paçoca.
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 Okay.
And I know you're vegan, and it's okay. You
It's
can.
vegan, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just about to say.
And,
Wow,
and if
look
you,
at that.
I don't know if you.
I think I've tried it actually. The
Yeah?
first day I was here, it's so good. It's
Oh,
so good.
You already ate it.
I tried. It came with we ordered some vegan food, and it came from a restaurant in like one.
Yeah.
know?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I actually was thinking I should bring some home.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Obrigado, my friend. Thank you so
Nada.
much. Look at that.
It was
Thank
nothing.
you.
And I have one more gift to give to you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind.
It's a t-shirt
Okay.
of your country, of Brazil.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Nike.
And it has your name.
Oh, I'm totally loving this. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
86, your year.
Wow, you're
Ah.
so thoughtful. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show today.
I will.
After the show, we normally go to the merch booth, so please come by to tell me all about the show and give me an extra high five.